Hey everyone, Dan at Ochiko Bushcraft. Well, it's been a while. If you watched my last video, you know I started the new year out with coronavirus. And I was on the mend, but kept having these symptoms of feeling sick all the time. You know, I'd have a couple good days and then bad days and fever and nausea and just fatigue, and it began to get worse. So I went in and found out that I had a liver infection. Wonderful after effect of the coronavirus. So got that taken care of, had to make some changes in my diet and things, and I am finally back out here in the mountains. Now, I don't have all my strength back. My wind is still a long ways from being all the way back, but I threw on my backpack. I drove up here in the snow, parked down on a road, and walked up a draw, found a place to set me up a little fire. See if I can turn you guys here. There we go. I built me a little crane, and I've got my little stainless steel kettle hanging over the flames with some water in there that is going to be, oh yeah, it's steaming. I can see the steam coming out of it now. So used a Y stick here and another one with a little fork on it to hold this pole down so I could put my little kettle right over the flames. And behind me I put up a reflective SOL heat sheet, so that is sitting right behind me. So I have the heat sheet right here blocking the wind, because the wind has been blowing up the draw, so no wind is hitting me on this side, and the heat from the fire is warming me up and reflecting off the heat sheet right back onto me, and I'm sitting on my reflective pad. And in just a few minutes I'm going to have me a cup of hot cocoa. So this is a reset video, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys with a whole bunch of talking, but just to give you a rundown, after having gone through COVID, missing the first 2 months of this year of getting out here, being able to do anything, because it is, I mean, February shot, January is gone, it's almost March, and I'm just now getting back out. So done a lot of thinking, and by reset, what I decided to do was I went to this past week, went through all my gear and reassembled a pack for 2022. Next video, 2022 Bushcraft Pack Loadout. It's not really goal oriented in the sense of, you know, keeping my weight down on the pack or carrying these specific items for wilderness survival or whatever. But part of my reset, because I've missed so much, you know, 2 months is a lot to miss, and also twice, once with COVID and once with this liver infection, I wasn't sure I was going to make it. There was 2 nights with the COVID that were really, really bad, and I ended up, you know, going to urgent care, and same with the liver infection, and I just wasn't sure how things were going to turn out. That really gives you a different perspective on living life. And so as I was putting together this pack, I was just thinking, I'm going to put all the things in this pack that I've had the most fun with and that are my favorites. My favorite knife, my favorite kettle that I've enjoyed cooking with the most, my favorite tarp. I've got, you guys watch my videos, I've probably got, you know, 1.5, maybe 2 dozen tarps that I've tested over the years. I'm going to throw my favorite tarp, my favorite pack. I'm going with all the things that are my favorites and that I had the most fun with. And so for now, 2022 for me is going to start out about enjoying myself to the absolute utmost out here. So that being said, one of my favorite things to do, it is, temperature. It was 6 degrees when I started up out here, and it's probably warmed up all the way to 8 or 10. But this fire is putting out great heat and reflecting right back off this blanket right here onto me. This little crane, I'll show you in another video how to build one of these. They're super simple, quick and easy. But before I did this video, I just needed to get everything up and running because the temperature was so cold that putting up this blanket and stuff, my hands were starting to hurt. I just needed to put the camera aside and get everything up and running. So with that being said, let's get that off there. My water's just boiling away. Turn you guys so you can check me out here. All right. So I can take the whole bar off if I want. And we'll just do that. And I'm going to just set it down here on the snow. Okay. And that is boiling hot water, that little kettle that I've got. I can't remember if this is I think it's just a 1 quart. It might be 1.5, but I'm pretty sure it's just a 1 quart. I have to go back and look. Some of this stuff's been stuck away so long. 2 months may not seem like a long time till you can't get out. But, and I've got my Kuksa with me. Hung that on the side of my pack because that's my favorite thing to drink cocoa out of. Okay, so what is the secret to good cocoa out here? Well, fresh air, snow, fire. I go on Amazon and I order these pouches of Milkman milk. To me, it has a lot more flavor than the non-fat powdered milk that you get in the cans. This one actually has some fat in it, and I believe it has a little bit of cream in it, but it's good. It's got a good flavor to it. And these are on Amazon, Milkman. And I don't know, my local store carries, all my stores I think carry Land O'Lakes Cocoa Classics. I got a couple with me. I got milk chocolate, and I got French vanilla. It's like chocolate with a French vanilla flavor. That's what we're gonna do today. And my spork. So, try to do this where you guys can see me. Might be just a little awkward. Give it a shot here. You see that steam coming out of there? Oh yeah, look at that. All right. And open up that milk. And it's personal preference. I'll put in anywhere from 2 to 4 big spoonfuls of that powdered milk down in there. See, I think I'll go, yeah, we'll do 4. Got 4 spoonfuls. It's going to be nice and rich that way. That's hot. All right. Open this up. And pour that in there for you guys. Perfect. Here we go. You see down in there? Oh yeah. Stir it in really good. That Land O'Lakes cocoa, there's vanilla, there's chocolate, there's raspberry chocolate. I think there's an orange. I mean, there's so many flavors of hot cocoa. It is absolutely best cocoa I've ever had. I'm not a coffee drinker. Perfect. Oh, it's gonna be good. Look at that. Steaming. And I like the Kuksa because if I use my stainless steel cup or pot or anything, I'm gonna burn my mouth touching the rim, or trying to hold it in my hands. It's probably too hot to drink, but we'll see if I can get a little sip. Oh my. Oh my. It has been such a long time. Wow. That is fantastic. It is so nice to be back up here, guys. And I have to say I'm sorry I'm not doing a lot for this video. I mean, as far as, you know, breaking stuff down, I could have showed you how I did the fire or how I built the little crane. Lots of things I could have done, but first of all, when I started, because I've had so much trouble with fatigue, I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and I didn't want to be filming and get fatigued and have to, you know, just stop. So that and then the cold on my hands, I just wanted to get things up and running. But I'll come back. We'll do a short video. I'll show you how to do the little crane setup, because it's super quick and easy. I mean, all you need is a pole with one with a, you know, something to hold your beam down, and then a Y stick to hold it in place. Show you a quick and easy way to get a fire going. I'll show you how I did this wind block, and I'll take you for a little walk around this area though, because it's kind of cool. Okay, let's pause you. Okay, I got you guys. All right, so there's my fire, and the base for my crane right here. Got the Y stick here, and the other one that held it down. So, if you're wondering how that worked, the one side goes underneath, and the other side like so. And the weight of the kettle just holds it down over the fire. But like I said, we'll make one. We'll come back and do a video and make one. I got my pack hanging up in the tree. This is Quick Glimpse. I'm going to be using my Spec Ops brand pack as always. This is the mid-size called The Pack. And using a Marlin spike, got it hanging up in the tree. So that'll be my video. Will be a loadout. We'll be going through that. And I'll come around here back, show you the area. So the road is clear down. Oh, you can't see, clear down over that hill. It's where I parked, and I walked up this draw. And I lashed a pole to this tree right here. Just got it up as quick as I could. And I took out my heat sheet, SOL heat sheet. I like those because they're reusable. This has been enduring some wind, and I got it tied off on all the corners, and it has not tore, and I'll fold it back up and I'll put it in my pack. And this is not the first time I've used it. This is a reuse, and there's still no tears in it. So I'll come back here and see what I did. I tied it to that beam going across, and then to a pole on the ground behind. So I'm sitting on my insulated pad, and I got that right in front of me. You can see the flames of the fire reflecting off that. Yeah, see my hand, back of my hand right there, that's all heat. So I'm right between the heat of the fire, heat of that, and throw a little more wood on there. Okay, so show you a little bit more of this area. So been, as you can see, snowing out here. It's been staying below freezing, and with the temperatures below freezing, the wood is good and dry. So I was able to get a lot of small twigs like this and just break them off, and that's hanging down here. See that? That's all good and dry, and I was able to get my fire going really easy. And there is a beautiful little stream running right down here where I will filter, even though cold winter temps, just because the wildlife's down here in the stream all the time. I will walk right down there when I need water and use my filter. There's a great little place right there, and fill up ice cold water. And I'm just going to spend the day out here. Because as I said, well, you guys know, I haven't been able to do any of this. And I can feel that I'm not as, my endurance, my wind isn't as good. But you know, I packed that pack up this hill, and I got my fire and drinking hot cocoa, and man, oh man, what a wonderful start. Get you guys set back up here. Okay, threw some more wood on the fire. As cold as it is out here, I definitely don't want to lose that fire. Wow. So guys, nothing like hot cocoa in front of a fire. Nothing. This, as I said, this is a reset for me. Just my perspective on things is a little different. I've been telling people these past couple days, pretty much everyone I talk to, life's too short not to enjoy it. So that's kind of why I put together the new pack. A lot of times when I did packs, I was real serious. You know, I got to put together this ultimate bug out kit that's got to be just right for a bug out, or just right for wilderness survival or something. And so a different approach was, you know what, I'm gonna go through and pick out all the things that I enjoyed the most, like my Kuksa and cocoa, and put together, I mean, everything's there, you know, my fire, but it's all my favorites. My favorite fire starting tools, my favorite cutting tools, my favorite tarp out of all the tarps I use, at least for this time of year, winter and on into the spring, as long as I can have fires. My favorite pack. I got quite a few different kettles that I've cooked with. This one is my favorite, and at the moment I can't even remember the brand, and I'm sorry about that. But I think it was Snow Peak, if I remember correctly. But just all my favorites. And so I'm gonna get out here. Next video, we're gonna load out that pack. Then I'll show you what I did here. I'll show you, I did my fire, how I started it a little different. I didn't take the time to do my upside down fire, which normally I do, but I just needed to get it going right away. Show you how I did the crane. I've got some other things in mind to do this year, and we'll get out here and have some fun. And I hope you guys will stick with me. And for all of those who've been contacting me and asking me how I'm doing, thanks guys, and thanks for the prayers. And I'm back. That's all I can say. I'm back. This is a reset, and thank you, Lord, for taking care of me and my mom, because my mom had COVID too, and she's almost 90, and God brought her through that. So thanks for more chances to get out here and to enjoy life, and to be a part of your guys' lives, and to spend good time with my mom. So thanks guys. Please keep watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Try to build up the subscribers this year, and we're going forward. Take care.